Wow.
What up, Oneros? What up, everybody else? I'm going to turn on the volume. I just realized how loud it is compared to everything. I think I know which one you're talking about. I believe you're talking about my Keeper of Secrets. Why is this so bright behind me? That's weird. I don't know. I guess I'm in space today. Let me find the image to see if I can confirm which one we're talking about. Praise the sun. Oh, it looks like it went back to normal, kind of? I don't know. It's going to be what it is. Do I have the full-size image on my computer? That would be convenient. Oh, maybe, yeah, I do. All right. Is it that one? Yes. Oh, that's That's why it's in the lineup. Nope, it didn't go back to normal. It's still very bright. Oh, my hair's weird. Let's just do it. Let's just shake up my hair a little bit. All right, it's fine. One of my favorite models I think I've ever painted. Big demon of excess and perfection and lust, which I think carries over pretty well on the paint job. Definitely carries over on the sculpt, but I didn't do the sculpt. I just changed. I did a little bit of, I did minor converting on that Keeper of Secrets, but not a whole lot. Well, thank you, Aniros. I appreciate it. It's good to know that I'm getting the point across when I do the art. Speaking of which, is everybody ready for wizard time? Because I know I am. I need to finish my going live tweet and then I'm there. Is it in personality more like Pinhead? Yeah, it's very it's like Pinhead, but if Pinhead kind of teased you, you know? Which I'm immediately like, oh, people are into that. Oh, I can't type to save my life. No, stop being like this. And post. All right. Not me, but yeah, I've met them. I mean, I'd be a liar if I would say I wouldn't try it at least once. That's just how it is. But right now, it's Gandalf time. So let's get Gandhi. Let's get Gandhi. And that's how they get you. Oh, I know. Oh, I would be a victim of the Cenobites, no question. Oh fuck, I'm not spinning the right thing. There we go. I'm well aware of how my fate ends in that universe. And I'm okay with it. So Gandalf time. I think I need a little more white on my palette. And oh, I want to pull up my actual full-sized image so that I can see it good. Or not? What are we doing? I will fight you, computer. All right, we're good. And we're back. Okay. I've got a picture of Gandalf. Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White in Monty Python's Holy Grail. Black Knight. No, I can't do that every single time I bring up Gandalf. I'm gonna die. Looks like I already did some decent getting their work on the robes. Looks like the staff and the robes are like the same color. Cenobites in the real world would mean 20 to 30% of the population would have been converted easy. Yeah. And that's the point. That's what makes him scary. Clive knows what he's doing. My boy Clive, he knows what's up. He do be barking. That Clive. So I'm played with my lighting a little bit to try to get actual color and not super washed out. This is a pretty washed out piece of art to begin with, because that's just how they designed it, which I have feelings about. But that's not quite as gray as I was hoping. Where's Brain? Brain? Where are we? Oh, but I noticed, I was watching back on the last stream, and it's really, really washed out on camera. So hopefully it's a little more better this time in terms of color accuracy. You can actually see that there's green on those cloaks. Like that was the big thing, was I was just like, that's not green, that's gray. And I know it's a very gray green, but that's not the point. I don't know. I'm picky about that, apparently. I didn't know I was picky about that until I started painting on stream. And now we're here. Looks like overall, okay. This is just a pretty classic paint robes situation. Do good at painting robes. He's got some sleevey up there. I think there's a good chance that I'm going to call this done today. And if that is the case, then I'm going to move on to the next canvas that I've been meaning to paint, which is going to be Sturwurge for my padre. Not my priest, mind you, but my father. I don't have a priest. I'd like to keep it that way. Most people who stream tend to get particular about colors being rendered realistically. It's the video experience, training your eyes. Fair. I did not get caught up on like graphics quality or anything like that until I started streaming. And now it matters, and I'm kind of annoyed that it matters to me now. So weirdly, I think Gandalf's hair is actually a little colder colored than his robes, which is not normally the assumption that I would make. Once you notice you can't go back. Yeah. No. I want... It's here somewhere. This blue. Nice gray blue. Called the Fang. Just to differentiate his hair from his robes a bit. I know there's a woman who can see more colors than the average person. Well, and there's like super tasters and stuff. Like, well, and just like the amount of colors you can see is just based on your like rods and cones. There's the accent. Rods and cones. Birds can see UV. Yeah, well, that's what, like, the birds are more colorful than we think they are. Because some of their feathers only activate in UV. Or only react on the UV spectrum, which we cannot see. Is that too blue? Probably. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh. Actually, I fuck with that entirely. Okay. Gonna let that just overpower that little corner. And that's gonna be fine. And just add more white into it. Oh man, I wish Deathfi was here so that I could talk more about color theory, because I'm actively utilizing the points that I talked about the last time that we spoke. Deathfi, if you're here, give me a holler. Huh? If you're not, then don't. Which, should be pretty easy, all things considered. I'm excited for tomorrow. You have a Ravenloft again, and you're going to drop some character history? Hell yeah. Tomorrow, I get to play again as a PC in a friend's campaign, and I'm excited about that. Get to play my dwarf peace cleric Blair Bjornson Guthrie, a union man in search of answers. Like I am a forever DM. I'm happily a forever DM, but it is nice to play. Oh, what do you think of the new WotC reply? Oh, I don't think that the stream is ready for my opinion of the new WotC reply. Just kidding. I think you're prepared. So, I think that new WotC reply is absolute horseshit and amounts to WotC stands outside with boombox in the rain. I don't even think it's that. I think it amounts more to we're sorry we got caught, but we're still gonna do this. It's very it felt to me very clearly a divisionary tactic. Community closes the curtains. Fuck yeah, exactly. It feels like they're trying to divide like content creators and influencers, big quotation marks around those groups of people, from third-party publishers, because they're basically saying like, oh, if you're an influencer, we're not going to come after your shit. But if you're a third-party publisher, we didn't mention anything about you. So presumably they're still coming after third-party publishers, which is still bad, because that's the good stuff in D&D. So it feels like they're trying to like subdivide the community to split support and like make things go back to normal. But it also just it was a non-apology. It was not like we're sorry we did this, we won't do it. It was just like we're sorry we got caught, and we want to make this whole process as painless as possible. Just because that's the right thing for our brand. And no, that is not the way you do that. Honestly, I can see that, but I think if everyone continues to be solid, it'll maybe work better in everyone's favor. WotC fucked around, found out, doing the thing anyway. Also that. I mean, what it comes down to from my point of view, and I ain't no big city lawyer. I am just a small town stream personality. But when it comes to me, actually, let's soapbox for this. I feel strong enough about this that I want my face to be big on the screen. I ain't no big city lawyer. I'm just a stream personality. And I don't really have much say in the game yet. I haven't published anything. I thought about it, but I haven't done it. The accent stays, I guess, for this rant. With all the things that have happened in the last month, Watts has lost a customer permanently. What they have guaranteed from me individually as a person is that if I ever acquire new Dungeons and Dragons content, it's going to be from a third-party publisher or it's going to be stolen. Now, you can't commit to... you can't say you're going to commit crimes on the internet. That's a bad idea. Oh, behind me, that's Hector. That's Hector. Hector the Protector. All right, I'm dropping the accent now because I've made my point. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm never giving another dime to WotC. If that means finding books that somebody else pirated, that's dope. Be gay, do crime, fuck yeah! Exactly. Be gay, be pirates. Or just be pirates, honestly. If we're gonna be reductionary, just be pirates. I'm not spending money on their shit anymore. I still have a couple like Kickstarters from the last 2 years that are like 5th edition based that I'm really excited about. Like Steinhardt's Eldritch Hunt, I think it's called. It's like totally not Bloodborne 5th edition, but it looks really good and the rules are tight. I still have some stuff coming in, but like I'm not buying another book from them. I'm pretty satisfied with my physical collection. I feel like I got burnt really badly on Spelljammer. Fuck Spelljammer. Dragonlance just did nothing for me, so I haven't even, like, I skimmed Dragonlance and went, well, this is useless to me, and I have not looked back. Yeah, basically, fuck WotC. I'm done with them. Between that and what I learned last week about them doing just the most fucked up shit with Magic the Gathering, they're done. They're done. They're out of here. Does that mean I'm going to stop playing 5th edition? Probably not. It does mean I'm not buying whatever the next edition they're calling it is. And we'll just figure it out from there. The Dragonlance stuff just doesn't... I've never cared about Dragonlance. I've always been like... Well, as I think I said last week at around this time, I've always thought the way that Wizards of the Coast treats color-coded dragons is just so fucking tedious and uninteresting that, like, a whole setting based on it, tedious, uninteresting. I don't care about Dragon Riders unless they're like, that's not the right click. That's the right click. Like, I just don't care about that. Dragonlance can fuck off. So, I skimmed it just to see what the rules are like. And, like, my mass combat rules are just fine without their help. Without buying a board game to run mass combat, which is... yeah. Oh, the Dragonlance Chronicles were your earliest introductions to fantasy. Well, I got news for you, Sonny. Kill the thing in your head that likes nostalgia. Because it's never as good as you remember it being. Nostalgia is just a way for people to make money off of you and for you to feel sad while they do it. Like, nostalgia only exists because companies figured out that they could monetize depression. Fuck nostalgia. Move on to the new cool thing. Make your own Dragonlance shit. Be your own hero. Kiss your dad square on the lips. I'm feeling very ranty today, apparently. I hope everybody's okay with that. Not like you have a say in the matter. Is that why you feel bad for the lamp? Which lamp? Whose lamp should I be sad about? The Pixar lamp? Anyway, one of Chiro's, the IKEA lamp commercial, just had a really infuriating meeting. Hell yeah. No, I'm over here ranting about how done I am with Wizards of the Coast and how nostalgia is a factor of capitalism and should be destroyed conceptually. So, I mean, better? Maybe better? I don't know the IKEA lamp commercial. Is there... Or are you telling me that the nostalgia is... Are you telling me you're currently experiencing an IKEA lamp commercial? They throw it out and it rains on the lamp and a guy goes, don't feel bad, the lamp. For the lamp, it is a lamp. Oh, and then it's like, it does some Brave Little Toaster type shit, probably. All the staff in your disability affinity group is like, we want a blanket mask policy for offices. Just simpler than taking daily tests and safer. And the executive team It's like, well, okay, but what if we don't? Nope, he says get another lamp. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, just get another lamp. That's not exactly what I mean, because that's specifically IKEA telling you that once their shitty, cheap furniture dies, buy more of their shitty, cheap furniture. But, yeah, don't hang on to things that don't serve you. And I mean that physically, psychologically, emotionally. You've been doing decluttering for exactly that reason? Exactly. Because we're all going to die. And some of us are just going to do it with more shit that their friends had and loved ones have to throw out afterwards. Come for the art, stay for the whatever the fuck this is. There's only room for one thing in everybody's grave. Worms! Dirt! Microbes! It's more than one thing, bud. But I agree with your sentiment. I like estate sales. I do too. Estate sales are cool. I come for your shit. Andy Andolph. You got this dark thing over there, and I don't know what it is. But it's right next to your hand under your hair. So we're just going to put this here because I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Most of your furniture is older than you and comes from estate sales. Yeah. And like that's an A-okay just fine way to do things. Oh. All right. Quite a lot of your furnishings are homemade, hand-me-downs, or were acquired used. I mean, yeah, like the bookshelves that I've got that aren't on screen right now are older than I am. Came from my grandparents. Like, both of these desks are hand-me-downs. I don't even know where the desks I'm currently working on came from. Like, that's a good way to do things. Basically, fuck capitalism. That's what I'm getting at. The reason that Wizards of the Coast is a shit is because of capitalism. And that's the reason everything's a shit. So if we could just stop with the capitalism, everything would be better. Everyone would be sexier. Everyone would be happier. We'd have more time to do cool stuff. And spend less time doing bullshit. Still have a desk a customer bought you from your first job. People would have less COVID. Yeah, straight up, there would be fewer dead people. Even prior to COVID, just the way that capitalism treats the disabled folks and poor folks, like, yeah. I can stop ranting about the evils of capitalism. Everybody here knows how I feel. Yeah, that bookshelf that fits over the radiator, that's dope as fuck. I love that. Meat support. That's fair. That's very fair. You get to add more shelves to it now that the radiators are gone. Or you can put some kind of wild art piece there. I guess I'm stretching before I drink water. Oh, that feels good. Yes, definitely want to get your help with the bookshelves in Talia's future office. Because that's going to be a very weird project. Hey, a litter box counts as some kind of weird art. Just saying. If what are they called? Gilbert and Gilbert, I think, can make Piss Christ. You can make something out of your cat's litter box. Just whipping out my art knowledge for no real reason. Well, there's a real reason. We're talking about fecal matter. Got those cool little corner clamps for lining up wood planks. It's going to be dope to make bookshelves with. I have no idea what you're talking about, but that sounds great. Like, woodworking is so far out of my wheelhouse. I do not. I'll paint it. Like, I'll fucking paint a shelf, but I'm not making one? Pah. Yeah, I guess let's just. Yeah, that's just not like anything that you did in shop class was just did not connect with my brain. I was like, I just want to paint. Like me and my shop class, like straight up, my high school shop class teacher and I had an understanding that I was gonna do what I could, but neither of us expected me to do good, and in exchange, I had to do good in my art class. And we both thought that was a fair trade. And I did do good in my art class. Yeah, I mean this was in the Stone Age of 2006 or something. Yeah, I can't cut in a straight line ever. Like not even on a good day can I cut in a straight line. So shop class was just not my friend. You see crooked, but you've learned to compensate. Is that what glasses are for? How does a person see crooked? Are your eyes angled? Are you like a hammerhead shark? That's rude of me. I'm sorry, but the image came to mind, and I had to go there. Is it a stigma? A stigma? A stigma? A stigma? Stuttering. Astigmatism? Like it's a glasses type deal? Pinkier? I guess pinkier. Let's go with that. Oh, that needs more of a shake. That's not gonna do it. Supposedly your eyes are perfect, but when you draw, they stop being perfect. I guess that paint's just really thin. Tight. Let's do that. For technical work, it's not straight enough. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of things that are straight about me. So, I've never been particularly straight. You too, lol. Yeah. I'm not great at cutting straight lines. I'm not great at drawing straight lines. Straight lines aren't... They're not my forte. One, two, three, four. Oh, right. He's got his pinky doing some kind of weird pinky thing over there. All right. Oh, shit, Clip! You're here. And you're putting points towards the blind paint stream. Where are we at with that right now? 20% of the way. We have surpassed 85,000 points. That is wild. You don't build much because the lack of technically straight lines eventually adds up. Oh, yeah. That's why whenever I make terrain for Warhammer, it's like ruins. Here for the badinage? What's a badinage? 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 Badinage. Also, hi. What's a badinage? Clever repartee. Oh! Yeah, I don't do French words if I can ever avoid it. So, thank you for clarifying. He's got eyebrows. I don't know why I sound surprised by that. I feel like Gandalf's features are just bigger enough than Sam's that I have to, like, actively and intentionally actually try to paint them good. Like, get that brow ridge, get the creased forehead. Get McKellen's big old nose. Do I have a living brown still on this palette? Not really. Let's go with this one. Anyways, how's everybody's Thursday going? Still not used to these Thursday streams, but I'm loving them. Anybody got anything good in store? After that meeting, not so sure. Fair. And I'm sorry. But at least 2 of your 5 meetings got canceled? Well, alright. Just gonna ignore work and chill instead? Fuck yeah. Sounds like your meeting was as bad as my faculty meeting. Woof! We got bad meetings on Thursday. I'm not here for it. Is that a little bit of red? Is that just enough red to get the effect I want? Seems like it. At least your class was great. So so what are you going over in class right now? You doing postmodernism? I had a dream about snakes and birds. I had a dream I can't talk about on Twitch. Postmodernism. Yeah, hell yeah. So is that just postmodernist theory across all media forms? Okay, I gotta actually look at this. Look at this light. I know I'm painting off camera, and I'm not sorry about it. But I gotta get in there. All right. Literature, except you're sneaking in Pink Floyd's The Wall for fun. Axolotl is a great story. I'm not familiar with Axolotl. I'm not going to try to pronounce it better than that. I should be sorry I'm not painting on camera, I know. Would that be the Axolotl by Julio Cortázar? That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. It's short and free online. Well, all right. I will do just this thing then, but not right now. But in general, I will do just this thing. Oh, that's what happened. I want this. Come back. All right. Is it time to do the fucking logo? It feels like it might be time to do the logo. Also, I read 2 short stories by Clarice Lispector, The Hen and the Fifth Story. Not familiar with those at all. These aren't like classic literary canon stories, right? These are like postmodern. Then I didn't ask that extremely foolish question. Just gonna zoom out while I dab some smoke and stuff all over my canvas. They basically just wreath every character in smoke so that they can disguise the fact that they've all been photoshopped from different sources. Arwen still has smaller titties than originally. And they're just gonna have to be like that. glad somebody finally found that. I'm a simple creature. I know what I'm here for. All right. I am gonna do a quick coffee refill, and then I'm gonna get started on painting that big old logo across the top. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, but do think about the best kind of lettuce that there is, and then report back to me when I return. For anybody else who doesn't know my name, hi, my name is Bennett. I was about to call myself a skillful idiot, and honestly, I am a really scared baby. I do not like this.
I'm sorry that you're probably gonna die.
It's okay, as long as I'm entertaining. Well, I can put my... That's a big cow!
I could be debasing myself for credits.
Well, you do that by participating in capitalism, my friend.
Well...
And if you found this channel and you're somehow in favor of capitalism, I beg you to reconsider either watching the channel or being in favor of capitalism. Come on down to Rick's Meat Emporium. It's not cold, it's not fresh, but boy howdy, it's meat. Until next time, think about what you did to deserve this. Good or bad. Because it could be either. I am a blessing and a punishment. Okay, but is that clip good? and fun and funny? Did you laugh? Was it great? Because, you know, uh, I'm a comedian. You laughed in fear? Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I need to update the Meat Machine numbers. I forgot. I got paid. I'm going to do that right quick. So everybody can see in real time how much everyone means to me. If I can find the thing. There they are. How far are we? We are, I can tell you in just a second. Because I can't do that math in my head, but I can do it. No, wait, where's the button for that? Here it is. Oh, nope, I can't do that math at all. I'm going to have to get a calculator. Ooh, we're close. We're not close, but we've made some progress. We are 27% of the way there, which, quite frankly, very exciting. That's much further than we were even a month ago. Just a month ago, we were at 0% of the way there. So, at this rate, it's all good, baby. We're going to have Meat Machine in no time. I'm excited about because it'll make streaming so much better. Hype for you to have a proper gaming rig to play Stardew with me, fully modded. The day that I can stream Darktide, I'll just be happy. I'll be very happy. Darktide, Vermintide, any of those Warhammer tides. That's what I want in my heart. And new spooky games. Mortuary Assistant. Finally being able to run Mortuary Assistant instead of booting it up and having it crash when I look at a cross. Yeah. Yes, I'm excited. And then a little Lappy can just turn into my full-time DM toolkit, or my full-time portable laptop instead of me basically using it like a desktop. All right. It's time for making letters occur. So here's the thing. Full-time art boy and DM screen, exactly. I'm not very precise. As has been discussed, not good at measuring, well, I can measure all right, but I'm not good at straight lines. I'm not super precise. So we're going to go with it and let it happen. The big way I'm going to do this is start with the end letters and kind of fill inwards, which doesn't make any sense right now, but it will. Also, apologies that the existence of my hand is going to make this focus just super weird. I can put the right there. All right. And then I got a big S all the way on the other side that's right over Gandalf's head. Now, some people might use a pencil and a ruler. And to that I say, smart. I should do that. And that's where that thought ends. I'm not gonna, but like I should. All right, and then so already not a chance of making this line up the way that it sits on the poster, and that's fine. So I'm gonna slap. Well, we got 1, 2, 3 letters in Lord. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more letters in Rings. If you ever wondered what it's like when Bennett does a chore, it's the hard way until I tell them otherwise. Unfortunately, this is the case. It's almost like ADHD is like a learning related disability that affects how you process information. But I got the word Lord in there. So that's something to be excited about, right? Is there a little... Yeah, there's a doodly-doo on the other side. A seraph is in fact what we call that. Not like the angel, but like the little thing that hangs out on letters. A doodly-doo. A seraph. You know? It's a doodly-doo because the sound it makes is doodly-doo while it curves. That makes perfect sense to me. I don't think I deserve any sort of consternation for this. Okay, so the R goes under the I somehow? Oh, I fucked this up royally. Let's make all my things bigger. Might have to just totally redo that S. Yep, that's rough. So it goes. The best laid plans of mice and them. Okay. Well, I need a little black on my palette. Come on, fucker. There you go. This is absolutely one of those, man, I love a wet palette times. Mm. All right. Let's even go less paint than that on the brush. Man, just bring it around the corner to make a point. All right. All right, I can clean up the rest of that. In post, that's not quite right. When I start doing highlights and shadows on the letters. But for now, I just have to do the rest of it. The Return of the King. Which king? That one. All right. And it's color matching and highlighting time. Shadows got a little brown in them. We got some black outlines. In general, looks like the light's coming from the bottom on the letters. So I think we'll go low lights, then highlights. I guess shadows would be the term. Not quite low lights, but whatever. I'm an artist, not a writer. Well, I guess I'm a writer too. Fuck. You can't really be a Renaissance person and not be good at everything, right? Damn it, Captain, I'm a content creator, not a doctor. Although I have beef with that term, so I'll move on. Before I get into that whole flammeal. Okay. Outside top, inside bottom. I can zoom in again, right? Nope, that's out. All right. One day I will learn which direction my camera zooms when I twist the aperture, but it will not be this day. Damn. What is this song? Electric Dragon, Sacred Blade. Sometimes. Just gotta dance instead of painting, you know? Top left for all these letters. All right, I'm going to swap to a smaller brush, and I'm going to go to a brighter yellow. Let's do this one. That might be too yellow. We'll find out. I'll make it work one way or the other. Alternatively, it's ideal. Not tight. You know, well, it happens. One way or the other. We get there. I'm going to stretch my hand, though, because fish wrist. For some reason, two-dimensional, like, painting or drawing or whatever fucks up my wrist way more than three-dimensional. And I don't know if it's just the angle that I have my arm at or what. But it does. I'd say, well, I'm working on it. I did base coat, and then I did a shade, and now I'm gonna do a highlight, the first of several. And I only fucked it up a little bit. Okay, lights are all bottom right hand side. One thing I do find really satisfying about doing these canvases, because I've done a bunch at this point, is doing the lettering. Excuse me. All right. If anybody has any questions about how or why I'm doing the things the way I'm doing them, please feel free. I'm always happy to talk about stuff. Because it makes me look like I know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. All right. Eat. We got it. And meat. And bean. Hey, thank you, Commander. Appreciate that. Let me get a quick zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Because I'm in the finishing steps, unless I do something really catastrophic. That's zoom out. Nope, that's zoom in. All right, cool. So that's the whole thing. Almost finished. We're getting there. And if I finish it today, I'm gonna start working on Star Wars piece for my Padre, which will be the Star Wars Return of the King, which is Return of the Jedi. Yeah, Return of the Jedi. Because these are both part of a tripartite holiday gift I've been slowly giving my parents over Christmas for the last 4 or 5 years. Looks even better through your Pit Viper shades. Yo, I want to get some of those Pit Vipers. Those things are wild. Somehow I did not know about that brand of sunglass until they got posted in the Discord, and now they're all I need in my life. No, I'm only doing the original 3 for him. But when I start painting y'all new things, it'll be other things, you know? I might even start painting you original artwork instead of copying movie posters. How wild would that be? They have some good shirts for disc golf. I mean, granted, if I start doing the original artwork, it's going to be monsters and stuff. But you know, you're used to that. I've been drawing you monsters since I was like 3, so c'est la vie. You have an entire hallway you need artwork for? Well, I have an entire person to make artwork with. I have them in the basement with me. But they're gagged and currently blindfolded in the other room. The collector. Yeah, exactly. Dude, you have no idea how sad I was after reading that book. You have no idea how sad I was when I saw that there was a horror movie with that name, and I watched it, and it was not that book, but it was just some like bad Saw ripoff. Oh, I was mad. There's a book called The Collector that's about a dude who kidnaps a woman and keeps her in his basement. And the first half of the book is from his point of view, and the second half of the book is from hers. And it's good and spooky and weird. But there's also a movie called The Collector. And I'm pretty sure there's a movie about it, but I didn't see that one. I saw the one that's about the weird torture house full of weird torture people. And I was understandably disappointed. Oh, there you go. The book's by John Fowles. I can always count on you to remember the name of authors that I can't remember. Just the tippy tips. It's 60s, written 1960s, I think. Of course, I say that, but I just assumed that every book you gave me to read as a kid was from the 1960s. All right. I need my very smallest brush. There we are. You usually read books you love in one day, you refuse to put it down. Yes, this one was 1963. God, I'm good. I find it hard to read books that I like quickly at all. And I just find it hard to read, and I hate that. But that's adult ADHD for you. Doesn't mean I don't read. I needed more books last year than I did the year before. Which was not as many as 2020, but 2020 was its own beast for so many reasons. Oof. Hand work. Oh, good. I already put black on my palette again. What a smart and intelligent creature I am. Yes, yes, you are. Thank you. Just do a little bit of cleanup and emphasis. Cool. Yeah, all right. They made a movie in 1965 starring Terrence Stamp. Okay, so I was right that they made a movie, and I thought that the movie that I was watching was that one, but it wasn't, and I was sad. It's actually based on a true story. Creepy Terrence. I mean, I believe that. That's the kind of people that people are. Oh, there it is. Oh, I lost the black on my palette already. Oh, if I do that, does that make my life easier? Ooh, it does. Thanks, Brain, for sometimes finding the better way to do things. Also, is it based on a true story in the same way that like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on a true story? Because I have news for you in that case. I've got a bridge I can sell you. Oh, I got the focus tone going on. I just realized. That's how you know. That's how you know I'm in the fucking zone, is that I got my tongue out like while I'm painting. Kinda. Apparently some weird eccentric inventor held a woman captive for 105 days. Have I been to a con with VIP privileges? No, I have not. Is this an offer? Because that sounds great. Not associated with no cons. All right, fair enough. I haven't been to a con in a really long time. The last con that I went to was Dragon Con circa like 2014? 2015? I'd have to double check that. But like between money and the number of times I've moved in the last decade, and being a socially anxious person and a pandemic, I haven't been to a con in a minute. A con you used to like has VIP privs now. Not sure how you should feel about cut the line privileges. It's... I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things. I don't feel great about it, but also if it's a privilege that you're willing to pay for, then like I don't know, it's not hurting anybody. It's not like it's not a use of money or a charging of money that like is actively exclusionary or like hurting people. It's just inconvenient. So like I have a hard time. It depends. Okay, you got me there. I knew that I was going to get pushback when I said that thing. Like I basically, regardless of where else this conversation goes, I don't love it, but I recognize that it's a thing. If they're cutting the line and then celeb has to meet at the end at a certain time, folks at the end of the line might not get in. Fair. I think what I'm saying is I'm more comfortable with like cutting in line at a con for cash than I am like cutting in line to a lifeboat on the Titanic for cash. I think that's where my head's at with that. Wait for cons to make more money. If that money goes back to the artists and the creators they invite, dope. Yeah. Well, as always, as in all things, if the money goes to the right place, it stops being evil. Like, not to be a socialist, but it's only capitalism if the money goes where I don't like it. I also don't think I could attend. I also don't think I would attend thinking about it now for other reasons, but that's also your choice. I mean, yeah, there's a lot that goes into deciding to do something like that, especially in the age of COVID. In these trying and uncertain times, we have to decide when we do and don't want to go out into the world. As we return to a new normal, where hundreds of thousands die just because the rich need to get richer. I'm gonna puke if you keep doing this. Or come down there and punch me. That should be a redeemable thing. That should absolutely be something that people can do for channel points. Is have you, like, come and assault me. $10K points for me to come down there and bonk. Not boink. Wait. No, that's a different website. We can stream that if you want, but it's got to be somewhere else. Zoom out. Nope, that's zoom in. Every time. Just order your birthday present. Ah, fuck. Hey, can you stop making me look bad? I'm not there yet. Ooh, am I going to sign with my sigil instead of my name? That's going to be an interesting thing. Let's go. Let's do it down here. Pretending to be organized? Well, you're doing a better job of pretending than I am. You need this one. It's 2023, right? Yeah, it is. I'm not going to lie and put 22 on this. That would be a little rude. Especially when you watched me paint most of it. Alright, I'm calling it done. Especially if I can find the cap for this. It's gone. It's right there. This way is zoom in. Nope, that's zoom out. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not going to lie about it. Holy Fire Mom. Happy Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Yule. Sorry it's almost a month late, but at least you got yours done first. Hell yeah. Well, alright, you know what that means. It means it's time for me to go get another cup of coffee. Well, this one's not quite dead yet, but we'll get there. Now it's dead. And start on another canvas.
Sir, are you classified as human? Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
I'm going to take a quick little break, but then more painting when I come back. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Whose is next? Well, my camera's not over there. I got one for Dad and one for Maggie. This is the extent that I've prepped both of them. But it's going to be Dad's next. It's going to be Stir Wars. Even though we talked about Maggie's movie gift today, it's going to be Stir Wars. Which means, actually, let's swap out the poster real quick. Boom. So that's what we're doing now. Maggie's is going to be Hellraiser because I want to paint that poster, and, you know, she's constantly in pain and loves Hellraiser. So yeah, this is what I'm doing for Dad. I'm excited. I'm not excited to try to get those likenesses. Like, fuck. But it'll be fun. Definitely starting with the big blue background and the Death Star, and then basically moving top down, like back forward. Yeah, more titties. We'll see if I can keep Carrie Fisher relatively realistic. Oh, I know I can do it. That's not the issue. It's just gonna be a lot to get there. So I will not intentionally disrespect Carrie Fisher. R.I.P. We stand a queen. But if it happens, it happens, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get coffee. I'm gonna stretch more. And then we're gonna start painting Sturwurge. And I guess I'm gonna change the name of this stream while I'm at it. Be right back. For anybody else who doesn't know my name, hi, my name is Bennett. I was about to call myself a skillful idiot, and honestly, I am a really scared baby. I do not like this.
I'm sorry that you're probably gonna die.
It's okay as long as I'm entertaining. Well, I can put my. That's a big cow.
I could be debasing myself for credits.
Well, you do that by participating in capitalism, my friend.
Well,
And if you found this channel and you're somehow in favor of capitalism, I beg you to reconsider either watching the channel or being in favor of capitalism. Come on down to Rick's Meat Emporium. It's not cold, it's not fresh, but boy howdy, it's meat. Until next time, think about what you did to deserve this. Good or bad. Because it could be either. I am a blessing and a punishment. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Just out of curiosity, what do you think? Like, has anyone done the science on this? What kind of wood are we talking here? We're talking beech wood, elm, seasoned elm. What do I think is the best way to start this? So is it throwing the wood? Yeah, it's a woodchuck. It chucks the wood. It's in the name. I think probably my best plan of attack here is to make sure that this is a flat black canvas. Just making sure. There. There's just a couple spots that need some touch-ups. And then stipple blue for the nebula galaxy type thing. And then paint the Death Star, or the half of the Death Star. Then paint Vader in the throne room. Yeah, and then just work top to bottom, which is also back to front. Chucking could be a different kind, something different in woodchuck. I mean, fair. They could be, maybe woodchucks just vomit wood. Like that's actually where trees come from, is that woodchucks just like trees into existence. And that might be the weirdest thought I've had today. It's definitely the weirdest one I've vocalized. You're welcome. I'm glad that I could share that. So one of the things I'm definitely going to edit about this painting, or this poster painting, this thing that I'm about to work on, is that I'm not going to do the cast and crew, like, roll down there at the bottom. Like, the, like the George Lucas and that big paragraph down there, starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave that part black. It's much more visually satisfying. I'm still going to do the Star Wars Return of the Jedi. The credits. Thank you. The obvious way to phrase that. Just crop it. Yeah, well, no, I want to leave that part black because it'll make for a more interesting visual composition. And that's what I've done on the other Star Wars ones. But yeah, I'm just not gonna do that block of text. So, might be too much black. We're gonna find out. I have faith in myself that I can judge that properly, but my faith has been misplaced before. So we're just going to start with stippling. Which is probably a great auditory experience you're having, given how close my hand is to the mic. And more blues, more saturated blues. Like medium blue. I'm gonna need to get a new palette paper. Looks like we got a dark blue all the way out there. And unsurprisingly, there's some blue around a lightsaber. So we'll just preempt that. Ooh. Try and get all the blue off of this. Whether it's got to be on my hand or on a paper towel, I don't care. Get a new paper towel. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It's been a while. I don't even like that song. I hate that that is what happens to my brain. Better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Where is... Ah, perfect. A little bit of coal black. Put that over there. What you can't see me doing right now is that I'm dabbing off paint onto a paper towel so that I'm getting sort of a dry brush stipple situation, which you can see me applying, but you can't see me doing the prep step, which is still important. A little bit more. That was more than I wanted. I wonder if I zoom in a little bit if it'll look less. Nope, it looks wild. All right. Camera does not like how shiny that wet paint is, and I apologize for that. But I promise you, something's happening. Let's do... You, nope, you're green. I don't want green. Nope. There we go. I think this is the first time I've realized that, looking at this poster, that Lando is looking at Han's face, not Han's armpit. And that sort of changes my interpretation of the poster. For the better, I think. I think I prefer the idea that Lando isn't secretly crushing on Han's armpits. That's... I don't know, that's a little weird. I'm very okay with shipping Han and Lando, but I'm not okay with there being armpit sex involved. You know? So what I'm not showing, and I should be showing, is that I'm dabbing the edges. Even though I don't really paint the edges, I don't really care about them. I'm still want to get... I want to make the visual flow off to the edges look halfway decent. So, playing with them a little bit. Ooh, I got a lot of pigment in this brush. All right. Just going to keep focusing on lightening the blue in the areas that it is lighter, I said intelligently. I don't know if that's the color I was looking for, but it's the color I've got, and we'll see how it looks. Might be able to play with it a little bit more. That's definitely brighter than I intended. Oh shit, I need to change the name of this. Because I'm not painting a Lord of the Rings canvas anymore. I'm painting a Star Wars canvas. That's a little important. Recreating the Return of the Jedi portrait. There we go. That'll do. Oopsies. Was definitely more pasteller than I wanted, but that's okay. What's more offensive is the fact that I just said more pasteller. That's a little more like the color I was hoping for. Let's go with some more of that darker blue. Okay. Feel good about that. I think it's time to start doing little white splotches for stars. I will absolutely not be trying to match the poster on the placement of star spots. Not even remotely. Not even a question. Not trying to do that. That is a fool's errand. And a fool I am, but not that kind of fool. That would be a little much. Yeah, no, not happening. Just getting the Starfield effect is what I'm aiming for. Nothing too specific there. Especially considering half of these are going to get covered up by Darth Vader and Luke and whatever anyway. Painting Vader is going to be an interesting experience because he's like kind of a negative shape. Well, he's a very negative shape, for being honest. But from a strictly painting standpoint, filled with stars. I'm actually excited for that. I think every poster has had a weird superimposed pseudo Vader head on it. And that's always one of my favorite parts. Because it's just good design. He's an interesting looking character. Flip it over. Work on it that way. Big tip that my high school art teacher, well, I gotta tell you, when I was in high school, my art teacher gave me a piece of advice. He said, sometimes if you flip a thing over when you're copying it, if you can actually get the shapes better if you copy things upside down, because you're seeing the shapes instead of what you think the shapes look like. And dang it, he's right. But I'm not flipping this over to copy shapes. I'm flipping this over because it's closer to me. All right, and that bit has run its course. Oh, and I guess I want to do stars on the edges too. See, that's just pretty as is. I should just leave it like that. I don't need the rest of the stuff. We don't need no aliens or lightsabers or space blasters. We can just do some stars and call it a day. All right. I'm satisfied with that. I think it's time to begin adding those weird yellow ones that there's a couple of. Also realizing that this is like the exact color that says the X-Wing jets, which is something. All right. Is it Death Star time? Might be. No, it's stretch first time. Painting little dots hurts. Oh, hell yeah. It is also nice that this is, yeah, I've been doing a lot of painting. Like, I mean, 6 hours worth of streamed painting a week, plus the painting that hasn't been streamed. So, yeah, my hands are still adapting to this new schedule of not driving. Although, honestly, not driving all the time, my hands are so much happier about that. Holy shit. Like, I knew that taking a break from driving would help, would feel better, but, like, it's nice. Just... Nope. Where is it? There it is. Nope. One of them. There it is. Clicking the correct buttons. The buttons I want to click. Also, it's cold in this basement, and the thing that makes my hand feel best is holding this warm coffee. So that's part of why I'm just sitting here, like, drinking coffee and talking to y'all. Because it feels good. Gotta get me hand warmers. I mean, I have those gloves that you knitted for me. I just gotta have to bring them downstairs. I know exactly where they are. I'm pretty sure they'll fit under my wrist brace. That'll help. I'm just me, so I haven't done it. Nope, that's not the button I meant to press. One in Cheerios has nothing to do with this. That's more like it. I bet I can use this. Drew is not involved. Not even remotely. He's painting later tonight, but that's his stream. I'm gonna not make my life more difficult and intentionally not paint the part that's gonna be Darth Vader's head. Doesn't that make sense? Wow, complete tone shift between this song and the last one. Still a bop, though. There it is. There we go. Looks so the light's coming from the right-hand side. Striations around the middle, around that line. I'm gonna fill that line in later. Right now, I'm gonna do these. Here's a cool trivia fact. The all the texture that's on all the spaceships of all the Star Wars models, like all the X-wings and Death Star and all those things, all the texture that's on there is an effect called greebling, which is when you add texture to a thing to represent technology or pieces of industry or something. Just it's detail that doesn't actually exist, you know? It's detail that doesn't actually mean anything and just adds visual noise and interest. It's called greebling. And it's there just to make it look more technological and visually cool than it is to actually go like, oh, this is how this works. Greebling, yes, exactly. Spelled exactly like that. I love it. It makes me so happy. Yeah, we got some down in here. I just really like that word, and I'm very glad that I learned it. And I learned it specifically in the context of Star Wars. So it always comes back to me when I'm Warring in the stars. Okay, there's some pure white going on in there. And there's darker blues. I don't have a darker blue on my palette. I used it all up. Do we think medium blue? Do we think the Fang? Let's go with Mirage. Honestly, let's put both. I'm going to need a lot of blue. Go, get that. Get that dab. I think this is also the part where I realize I can use these colors down here where Lando is. And just give myself a little cheaty definition down here. All right, and then while I'm doing it, while I got these colors, I might as well start doing the Emperor's Throne Room. Because that's about this color too. Stairs. A railing. A little bit of railing over here. Why is my left hand? Oh, because it's blue paint. Because I ran out of viable, paper towel, but didn't want to stop drying my paintbrush. I mean, some people really go to town with that. I just did this because I wanted. Sometimes when you saturate your paper towel too much with cleaning paint you're cleaning off, it's hard to tell if you've actually cleaned the brush or if you're just moving things around. I guess I'm just doing Darth Vader now. That's just where we got to. All right. No. I want to finish the... Maybe they want Avatar skin? No. Absolutely not. Those movies are terrible. I've only seen the one. I don't want to watch the other one. The first one was Dances with Wolves, but blue instead of Native American. I do not ever need to see another movie called Avatar. Ugh. That's how I feel about that, Jimmy Cameron. Alright, let's do some more little light dots. Got the faintest little edge highlight back here. I got that. What color is that? Let's go dark blue. Why not? Dark blue's good enough. Clean that up with the black at the ends. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh, and I guess I need to do these X-Wings and TIE Fighters, too. They're so small. Yeah, that's a whole hair in my mouth. Cool. 1, 2, 3 on that side. It's just all triangles. All right. Yeah, all right. We'll just make it very blue in the shadows. Let's get more of that golden yellow for these 4 little jets. And the lasers that are shooting out, I guess those are lasers. Ooh, get that lurk. Thank you for the work, lurk. I'm amazed at how quickly you can make this take shape. It's just, you just do it. I don't know. That's not a very helpful sentence, but again, it's all just shapes. And how the shapes interact with each other. Okay, apparently I'm not painting that X-Wing anymore. No, I need to focus. Come here. Paint. Alright. The ass end of that jet fighter. Starfighter. It's not a jet. Well, it's got jets. X-Wing. I know it's an X-Wing, so I should just call it an X-Wing. Do a tiny little dot for the TIE fighter pilot. Cockpit. That's the word. We got more on the other side. It's the same thing, pretty much exactly. All right, we got TIE Fighter here. We got a TIE Fighter here. Can I aim this down a little? Oh, I can. Nice. All right, my face is a little more in camera now. There. And then this X-Wing goes off frame. So, oof. All right. Hand stretch time. All right. That's better. I mean, also the thing that speeds this particular painting up is that so much of this, like if you look at the original painting, let's make it big. There's so much of this original painting is just suggesting outlines of things. Like at least for this part, but like even down here, like Han Solo doesn't have a vest. He has negative space where his normally dark vest is. So that's the whole thing you're not painting. I'm not painting Luke's clothes. I'm painting the negative space around Luke's clothes. Like, yeah, he's got a halo. That's a thing. But like, even old, I forgot what his name is. Jabba the Hutt. I almost went with Shub Niggurath, but like, nah, that's a little bit H.P. Lovecraft. But like, he's just these triangles. And is that Bib Fortuna? I don't remember. I'm pulling out Star Wars names like I still remember Star Wars names. But yeah, I mean, there you go. It's a lot of suggesting. Although I do need some more black on my palette. What do we got going on with Luke's wrists? Just negative space. All right. So then, let's be cheeky and start Luke. Which is, Luke is also Han. I'm now realizing. Han's head is kind of just smack dab in the middle of Luke's body. So, there's that. I might have to call it early again because my hand is upset. Oh man, I'm gonna have to paint an Ewok. I don't know how to paint an Ewok. Alright, that'll be something. Kind of just looks like straw. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it because I am just... My hand is displeased with me. And it's more important to take care of yourself than it is to push yourself. Pro tip. But I'm still here to raid out to people, so let's go. Let's figure it out. Warp. Let's see what we got. Skeletons and then canvas. It's almost like he's also painted. What got Matt Yee doing? Ooh, green skeletons? I kind of fuck with that. Evan Blair is doing some coloring that I could not imagine doing. What Zambi's up to? Ooh, painting a wizard. I painted a wizard today. That's what we got. We got to raid Zambi's. That's just how that goes. I won't be streaming for the rest of this week / weekend because I have D&D, and then I'm helping my friend move into the house that he bought. So good for him, and good for me because I'm wonderful. I'll be posting next week's schedule up on my socials. I think I might be doing a stream every day, Monday through Friday, but I'm probably taking off Saturday so we can hopefully do some renovation on the house because we're still working on that. It never ends. It never ends. That's all I got. I love y'all. Thank you for being dope as hell. And I don't know. Until next time, like, fight the urge to fight. Be zen as fuck. Be aggressively zen.
Functional human in quotations